So I just got off of a colt, and I just wanted to talk about round pins for a second. Used round pins, obviously, my whole colt starting life, and they're an incredible tool. And it's something I've seen my friend Amanda that starts colts as well talk about recently, is that they can be used as a crutch. I mean, there's a lot of things that I think a round pin is really useful to teach for, and I'm not saying that I don't use them. I use them on almost every single colt I start. But there was a time in Wyoming when I was training that I didn't have any pins. I just had a pasture. So every single horse that I was training, I was doing it basically on a lunge line, and I was putting first rides on in the pasture either by myself or with someone that was my pilot horse. And it's ironic because most of those horses turned out way better in the first few rides than the ones that I had going in a round pin. And I think it's funny, and like I said, it's ironic, because to me, I think it gives me a safety feeling. Like if this horse wants to run off, it's not going to get very fast. Like you can kind of, they're not going to steer around as much. But a lot of horses I've come across have been really, really sticky in the round pin. So a horse on a first ride, you want him to be gentle and you want him to start slow, but eventually, a lot of times if I feel like a horse is ready to lope on a first ride, I want to try and get that done as soon as possible. I want to get the boogers out and all the scary stuff done as quickly as that horse's brain is ready for it. But many horses get really sticky in the round pin, and they get to where they're trying to cut to the inside of that circle, especially if you're alone and you don't have someone to push you on the ground, or you don't have someone on a horse next to you to really help get that horse comfortable and moving around the outside. They'll try and cut in, they'll get sticky, and then you're sitting there trying to wail on a horse, spanking them with your reins, whatever, trying to get them to move forward. And it's really frustrating for the horse and the rider. I've had a few horses recently that have been that way, this horse being one. He's really, really smart and moves out really well on the ground and groundwork when you're asking him to move. But when it came to learning how to lope out and use my leg pressure to get going forward, he was doing that cutting through thing. And I felt, there's not every horse that I would do this with, but I felt like if I took him out to the pasture, I would rather him spook or maybe do a little bit of running off, which is very unlikely to happen, which I said like is ironic about it, than get pissed off and have an awful pissy mindset in his first few days getting rode for the first time. So if you're having a horse as a colt start that's really, really sticky, I prefer to do it with someone on another horse piloting me. That way, usually a horse won't run off. It'll stay next to his buddy, or you can have someone help you, guide you, push you, whatever you need. I think that's a safer option. But many times that I have done it just even by myself, even a first ride, like I said, in the pasture, if you're in a first ride and it's getting really sticky and you feel comfortable enough with your horse, take it to the pasture. The horse wants to move out freely.